Yeah, well, you have to watch podcast 2 to see how late you were. You said 32 seconds. Oh, I'm all set up. I did this while driving. It was very dangerous, and I definitely would not do it again like this. But I was like putting on the mic, and then I had to unbuckle because it was underneath the seatbelt. I had to rebuckle, and now the headphones are on. I'm ready to go.
So are you buckled?
Oh, I'm buckled.
Okay. All right, well, you're recording. We're live. No, I like the first podcast. No one's live here.
No one's live, but we're here. I just tried to turn you up by using my car's volume, and it didn't work.
So you have me in your headphones recording through your camera, right?
No cameras involved. I don't know if you're aware this is an audio podcast. We just use YouTube because we're podcast nuevo.
So how are you recording though?
I'm using an external microphone.
Oh, well, that's what I've been trying to use for 4 podcasts now.
Yeah, but it's just hooked right into the microphone. I don't have it dangling from a computer or trying to hook into my phone. I'm just hearing you through the phone. Oh, I got you turned up now. You turned up. You turned in my ears now.
Oh gosh! Listen, the dangle is what's been the issue for me. You're right. It's all.
You mean the dongle?
The dongle. So I traded my bikes yesterday. I had 2 bikes.
Wait. This was on your bike on your bike ride to go bike riding? You just traded it?
No, that was the day before. Yesterday, at the end of the podcast.
Oh yeah, you said someone from Let Go is here.
I had a pizza ready, and
you traded a pizza for a bike?
So I walked down with a pizza and 2 bikes, 1 on each arm, and I traded them for...
Wait, but where's the pizza if both your arms are being used to hold bikes?
Yeah, so the pizza is sitting on the seat of the left bike.
Wow, that's good balance.
Yeah, well, it's a flat seat.
You got flat feet?
I got a flat... No, I don't have flat feet, but I did have a flat seat.
Oh, flat seat.
Now I have a vintage... It was actually put out by Sears for about 3 or 4 years.
Like the store in the mall?
Yeah, Sears.
Oh, that.
But it's a really good construction, all steel frame, 1981 Free Spirit.
I could have given you an all steel frame. They're selling for dirt cheap because they're heavy.
Well, this is actually kind of light. It's kind of a light. And you know what? Steel is the way to go.
So your rims aren't steel then?
No, the rims aren't steel. Just the frame.
Yeah, I had a steel frame, steel rim bike. It was a Murray from 81. And I got that for free because it was my dad's old bike, and I replaced the tubes and the tires, and I used it all around the school, and then I went to do a triathlon with it. That's when I realized that it was pretty heavy.
So was this the red Murray?
Yeah, the maroon Murray, yep.
Yeah, I remember that. So, again, like the first podcast, you are in transit.
Yeah, in transit.
And I'm over it. I'm over it. The first time
You're not going to hold it?
I'm over it. The first time I felt like, hey, maybe Chill Will is not dedicating the same amount of time as I am in the podcast, because I get set up. I have
okay, look, wait till you see podcast 2 and then talk to me about time dedication. That's what I'm gonna say. We're even, and you'll see.
We're even.
Wait till you get to the part where I have to talk to myself for 5 minutes, and I left that in the podcast, by the way, so that people know what I went through and they know my struggles.
Well, I want the people also to take note that when I clicked back over and said, "Thank you for holding," I realized, I thought you had someone on the line. not
By
just
the way,
Earl.
I heard your whole conversation for the trucking, and it was really entertaining. And I may or may not have included it somewhere in the podcast. But don't worry, I bleeped out all your stuff about where you work and all that stuff. So no problems there, no conflict of interest or anything. So that when I forget the guy's name, but when he tunes in to check out our podcast, which he invariably will, he will know that his information and yours is safe.
Of course. So, what's going on with you? Where are you in transit to?
I am in transit to a park to skate.
Okay.
Wait, are you calling me? Oh, I'm getting another call. I'm gonna have to let this one go this time.
No, you can answer it. I have someone on the line I could answer if I need to.
No, I'm gonna let this one go because this is a personal call. This is not a caller. Yeah, this is not a caller for the line. So yeah.
Well, do you mind if we take my caller? She's on line 3.
We already have a caller?
We already have a caller. I mean, when we go live, we get callers. So I want to let everyone know that's listening in to make sure to really get it. Because we only have, 5 lines? 3 over.
Well, I only have 2 lines over here. I guess you have 3 on your side. I have 2 on mine.
I have 3 because I have my car phone. Even though I'm sitting at home, I have my car phone inside that I can answer.
That's nice. You bring it in so that no one steals it.
Exactly. Yeah. So let me take this caller. Hi, caller. You're on the air with the podcast about something. How are you?
Hi there. This is Tara from Sydney. How are you guys?
We're doing well, Carla.
It's Tara.
Okay, Bara. It's nice to hear from you.
It's Tara, like a T.
Like a T. Like the T. Taro. Okay, Taro. Nice to hear from you.
Tara, it's Tara.
Oh, Cara, it's great to hear from you. Thank you for calling in all the way from Sydney. What time is it there, by the way?
Yeah, right now it's actually about 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Wow.
Sunday.
Wow.
Sunday.
It's 12:30 here. That's interesting.
It's Sunday. I actually work on Saturday, so I just got the days confused. It's actually Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard to keep those days straight, and the times it's tough too. You know, you have to look at it, read it, and then also say it back to someone as well.
I've never been really good at the hand clocks. I've only been able to read digital.
Hey, Nicole, let me just talk to Cara for now. Okay, you just sit back, okay, and see if there's any other callers on the line. All right.
Well, I was gonna see if she wanted to talk to me as well, but
no, I think she wants to talk to me because I've been to Australia.
Well, actually, my question was just for the disc jockey chill wheel.
Yep.
So I had a question for you. I noticed that you had a caller the other day named Earl Webster, and my last name is actually Webster, and I didn't know if you had his information because I've been looking for
your relatives.
My family, and I know they're from Mississippi, so I really want to know if maybe Earl is my dad.
Wow. Well, first of all...
Well, that's a first. Wow.
Yeah. And also, I don't know how you know this, Carla, because Earl did not reveal his last name to us. So that is strange in itself. But second of all...
that is.
Yeah. We're just going to pretend like that makes sense. And second of all, that's fantastic that you have relatives in Mississippi, because most people... are not as enthused about that proposition. So, yeah, let's try to get you in touch with Earl. Remember, we told Earl, Nicole, we told him not to call in for a little while.
Sure, yeah, I remember that.
So maybe he'll call in a couple of weeks. But, yeah, thanks for calling, Carla. Again, this really has nothing to do with our podcast.
It's actually Tara Webster.
Okay, Tara Webster. Thanks for calling. We appreciate you listening to the podcast. You must be one of... By the way, I was shocked. There were 20 people that viewed our first podcast. So you must be one of those 20. And we're really excited to have you on the line. Thank you very much for all your support. And maybe next time you can call in with something that has to do with the podcast.
Yeah, have a great day, Tara.
Tara?
Anyways, yeah, she's off the line.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sometimes that happened to me with Earl accidentally. I tried to press a button that would, I don't know what I was thinking, but it accidentally hung up on him.
Well, that was sort of an uneventful caller, but I mean, at the same time, extremely eventful if we can put her in touch with a long-lost relative.
Yeah, and I'm sure Earl just sounded lonely, so I think he'd like to have a relative.
Yeah, and especially being there in the corporate heart of America, Biloxi, Mississippi,
yeah, Biloxi.
I think you had mentioned.
Right. Actually, I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know if he's from Biloxi, but that's what came to mind when I heard him and when you said corporate heart of America. Those two things just saddled right into my mind.
Yeah. So before we had a caller beeping in, you're in transit to go skateboarding, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're in Florida skateboarding at 12:30 in the afternoon. How do you do it?
Oh, well, that's a good question. First of all, hydration is key, okay? If you don't hydrate, you might just die, and that's not going to be the best session you'll ever have. Second, sunscreen, okay? You got to have sunscreen because that will keep your paleness from turning into like a fried red color. You know, and we can't all use butter. Butter, I've heard, works. But at the same time, it does make you smell like you're cooking, and you have to reapply the butter, or else your skin will dry out. At least that's what I've heard.
I just got to keep my skin moist so I don't dry out. Is that what the doctor said? I read an article about apple.
Yeah. So I want to know, from my experience wearing sunscreen, which I do because I do have a sort of an alabaster quality to my skin, so it's necessary. It makes me like more hot when I wear sunscreen because I feel like it doesn't allow my skin to breathe. Do you ever feel that way?
No, but I do have a relative that pretty much swore at me this year when I told him I was wearing sunscreen and said that it's very unsafe, it clogs the pores, and he never wears it. And mind you, while he was telling me about how dangerous this is for my life, he's smoking a cigarette. And so I said, look, you can tell me what to do. I'm not going to listen to you. You can tell me what to do. But I just want you to be aware that cigarettes are dangerous. He goes, oh, I know that.
Oh, I know that.
I was like, okay, so you're the one giving me advice on sunscreen. But yeah, he tried to rant against me for maybe 10 to 15 minutes about how he doesn't wear it and it's bad for me, I shouldn't do it. And this whole time, of course, I was putting on the sunscreen, making sure to properly apply.
Properly, yeah. And I know that you're not an aerosol sunscreen wearer. You only do
hell no.
Okay. Now, is it because of the impact to the environment, or is it because
that's the main reason. It's super easy to put on all those aerosols, but first of all, the impact on the environment, and second of all, I don't like the stuff they put in the ingredients. But yeah, those two reasons are enough to keep me away from it. So I just put stuff I can spread on my skin, and that's what I do. Yeah.
See, the only reason I like aerosol is because if I'm doing an activity alone, I'm able to kind of reach behind on my back and spray the back, and I feel like I'm getting more area covered.
My dad semi-invented a way to get your back with rub-on sunscreen, and it's like this, I think they call it a loofah or something like that, and it has straps on it, and he just puts the sunscreen on the loofah thing, and then he can just kind of use it to get every part of his back and shoulders and everything. And so I used that, and it worked pretty well.
That's actually not too bad of an idea. Almost like you're painting the broad side of a barn.
Exactly like painting
Yeah.
the broadside of a barn.
Yeah. So I'm really glad you called today because I wanted to talk to you about the Chinese restaurant episode. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, go ahead.
And I had a trivia question for you. I guess I've already made it easier by letting you know which episode it came from.
Yeah. Oh, is this the
But-
girlfriend again? Don't ask me this one. I cannot
No.
remember her name.
No, it's not the girlfriend.
Okay.
So the question is, while they're waiting for a table, Elaine is quite peckish, right?
Right, she's hungry.
And they haven't got it. Cartwright hasn't been called yet.
Cartwright?
It's been a while since they've put their name in. And Elaine has offered an alternative to eat where?
Oh, that is a good question.
She says
Wow.
it like 5 or 6 times.
Oh,
She
really?
goes, we could just go there. It's right by the theater. Blah blah blah. Yada
Oh,
yada.
it's not the papaya, is it?
No, it's not.
No. Okay.
It's
She says
American
it.
food.
Is it a chain?
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay. She says we could go eat here instead. Oh, man, see, that's one of those episodes that I haven't watched that often. I don't get as much joy from that one as I do some of the others, even though I love the concept, and I love Cartwright, and I love we live in a society.
You know, we're living in a society.
I love all those things about it. Oh, and I love the $50 bet. I would have definitely done that. And you know that.
And I love the
I would have taken an
jacket.
egg roll.
You walk over to that table, you pick up an egg roll, you don't say anything. You eat it. Say thank you very much. Wipe your mouth. Walk away. I give you 50.
Should I do it to her?
For $50? I put my face in this soup and blow.
And I love the jacket where Elaine's dad says, what kind of person wears a jacket like that?
But
Or what
that's
kind
a
of
different episode.
Oh, that's right. When it's snowing
No,
outside.
the Chinese restaurant, they never leave the Chinese restaurant. That's the whole point.
You're right.
That's-
I had them
the
mixed
concept.
up, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be. That's embarrassing.
But the question is still a valid question. It comes from that episode.
It's a good one, and that's what I'm saying. You picked an episode I don't watch as often. Another one. Here's another episode I don't watch as often. The Parking Garage. I've seen it maybe twice. So you could ask me something on that. I probably wouldn't know either.
I love
but,
the parking garage.
Right, and then I love the concept of it too, and I think it's awesome. I just don't get as much joy from that as I do the other ones. Okay, so let's think of this restaurant.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you one more hint.
Thank you. I need that.
Elaine says we can go here and just scarf them down.
Scarf him down. Oof. We can go.
And Jerry goes, I don't want to go there. It's in the opposite direction of the theater.
Yeah,
Elaine goes,
I
"Come
can
on, we
totally remember this, but I just don't
We can
remember
just
what
go.
it
We
is.
can scarf them down.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to tell me.
It's Sky Burger.
We go to Sky Burger and we scarf them down.
I'm not going to Sky Burger. Besides, it's in the opposite direction. Let's just eat popcorn or something.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have got that one.
Sky
That's
Burger.
a good trivia question. Props to you for that. You told
Thank
me
you.
last podcast that you would come up with a good one, and you did.
Well, the reason is because every trivia time prior to right now, I felt inadequate because you've had a
Yeah, you
pretty
were.
nice- Okay, thank you. If I put myself down, I don't need you.
I thought you wanted just confirmation that you were correct.
See, I want confirmation when I'm correct about positive things. Not when
But
I'm correct
negative,
about
you
my
just
own
want it to be
shirt.
ignored. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see.
I don't want to be corrected about. I don't want to be validated about my own shortcomings.
Right. Oh,
Okay,
and by the
so-
way, I meant to tell you, I have limited time only because I have a maximum size that I can record on this recorder, and I need
Okay.
you to just hold. We're gonna hold the podcast for 1 second because I gotta check and see how much time I have left. So don't say anything
you
good,
can
okay? Just like
switch
5 seconds. Don't say anything good.
So
Okay?
just switch tapes, right? You got to switch tapes.
Kind of. Just but don't say anything, okay? Here we go.
Oh, I'm gonna say something.
Oh, I just missed that. Okay, so I have 17 minutes exactly before I run out of space. So that's what I can offer.
Well, right now I can picture you parked at the skate park, so I don't want to.
You're picturing correctly.
Well, you're already in trivia time, so I mean that normally falls at the end of the show anyway.
But you just brought that on. I didn't think we were ready for trivia time. You just threw it on me.
Well, again, what I mentioned at the start of the podcast today, and what I mentioned at the start of the first podcast, I feel like when you're in transit, that I'm feeling a little rushed.
But I'm not even in transit. I'm parked.
I know, but you're not parked in the studio. I've always been in the studio.
Look, I don't have the comforts of a studio. This is the studio. And we're not going to change it.
This is the show, and we're not going to change it. Right?
This is the studio.
I love how he does it. Okay, here's something I wrote down that I wanted to talk to you about. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Horseradish sauce.
Now, are you trying to develop a new allergen to me?
No.
Is this what this is all about?
I'm not trying to do that. I think it's fantastic. I love it. And I wish I had discovered it sooner because I always was against it because it looked too similar to mayonnaise. And I thought that it was like mayonnaise with a little bit of horseradish, but there's actually no mayonnaise in it at all. And I like it.
Let me ask you one question about horseradish sauce.
Please.
Is it only the radishes that give it that spice, or are there peppers in it?
No, it's actually, I forget the correct name of it, but it's horse hooves.
I don't think this is right.
No, you're right. That's not right. That's gelatin. That's gelatin that those are in.
And you're a flexitarian, so you're not going to readily intake. Yeah.
But did you know that gelatin is actually made from horse hooves? Did you know that?
I've known it since second grade. Everyone's
You did not know that since second grade.
Yeah, I had freaking
In second
Chelsea.
grade, you were just learning about boogers. You didn't know about horse hooves.
I had Chelsea sitting right next to me, good friend of mine in second grade. You want a piece of gum? And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. And then she gives me a piece of gum. And she goes, you just ate horses. And I'm like,
wait. There's no gelatin in gum. What sort of gum?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean Jello.
That's very different. Do you want a piece of Jello? No one's ever said that.
We were taking shooters in second grade. It was like a Jello shooter.
Hey, you want a piece of Jello? Yeah, I want 2 pieces. 2 pieces of Jello. Oh, no. Let's get 3 pieces of Jello for the table. Nobody's ordering pieces of Jello.
Listen, now my throat is starting to close up. Now I want to let the viewers in on something that Will has single-handedly developed 2 deathly allergens in my life. So one is mangoes. He mentioned that his best friend growing up had an allergic reaction to the skin of the mango, and ever since then, I've been in great turmoil with.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to add some details to that. Okay, so I was over at Nicole's apartment, and I had brought over a delicious mango. As you may remember.
Oh my God, it was.
Okay, but you don't remember because you were on the phone, but the viewers who are good listeners last time, in my conversation to myself, I discussed mango and the differences in types of mango, and this was one of the good golden honey mangoes or something like that. It's a smaller, softer, tangy, yet delicious, perfect texture mango, and I had brought over 1 or 2, and I was already slicing them up. I dice and slice, and there were cubes of mango.
You cubed
Oh, I
them,
cubed. Yeah. It was beautiful looking. I mean, everybody there, which was 3 people, were very interested in the mango, including you, Nicole. And
I was really excited to eat this until
right. So then while I'm cutting it,
like you
I just
literally
remembered
have
that Kyle, my best friend, had an allergic reaction to it. So I just shared this little fun fact
it
while
wasn't
I'm
fun.
there. It's a fun fact. It's interesting,
It was
you know?
terrifying.
So
Terrifying.
after I do this, I'm starting to bring the mango over, and Nicole goes, "No, no, no, no." I go, "What? Like, don't even bring it over here." I go, what are you talking about? She goes, "It's in the air. I can feel it."
I wasn't airborne at that time. Only a year later, different apartment, different mango.
Oh,
I
that
said it
was
airborne.
Okay, I combined them. But anyway, you were trying to deny, and you wouldn't eat any mango. It was like, what's her name in Monk's Diner, not eating the apple pie. You just gave me the head shake. Just no, 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 no. And so then I ate most of the mango, and you stopped eating mango for what, 3 years?
Years, yeah. So I was just now coming into my fruit repertoire. I was able to walk in to grocery store or farmer's market and really enjoy the full experience. There'd be Mackinac peaches off to the left, and I would...
The Mackinac peaches, Jerry. The Mackinac peaches.
I would record that. I would say 1 plum, and maybe someone would say, "Oh, you're not shopping for yourself."
Plums with the red in the inside? That's Kramer. I can't buy mangoes and plantains? All right, get out.
But I would be able
Joe.
I would be able to grab, an assortment of fruits and really enjoy them until you have to share what you call a fun fact, what I call a life-threatening bit of information.
Yeah, that's one of those like tomato things. You call it a fun fact. I call it a life-threatening bit of information.
Yeah. So I'm not sure where we were going. Oh, we were talking about horseradish sauce. So in all honesty, what is that spice in horseradish?
It is horseradish.
It's a radish.
I think it's part of a specific type of radish, but I don't think it's like just the radish itself. There's like maybe it's part of the stem or something. I don't know, to be honest, but I know it's an organism.
Now, is there mayonnaise in horseradish? Because it does have
No.
an aioli type.
No. See, that's what I thought too. That's why I'd stayed away from it for so long. But there is no mayonnaise, and it's actually not super bad for you. They do put like some stuff to fatten it up a little bit, but it's healthier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. What,
you know, us Americans, we love a little fat.
Are you getting a cow ready for the fair? We're gonna put a little bit of
fatten
stuff
it up
in
a
here to
little
fatten
bit.
it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're pretty much all getting ready for the fair then, if that's how you want to see it. All us Americans, we're getting fattened up, ready to go.
Ready for the fair. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you found another spicy addition to add. I mean, pretty soon, I'd say by 2025, you're only going to be eating condiments.
I think hot sauce and horseradish sauce and ketchup, I'm good. A little spicy mustard.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're going to be eating only condiments.
That's sometimes the best part of the meal.
That's the only part of your meal.
Well, no, I like something underneath the condiment.
Well, I'd have a couple pieces of horseradish with you.
I think that might be good after a couple pieces of Jell-O.
Couple pieces of Jell-O,
couple pieces of horseradish. We're set.
Yeah. So, have you ever tried to make your own horseradish now? Because I know that.
No, I'm still new to the game, as they say. You know, I just got my first horseradish sauce, and it was actually from the guy that told me I should never wear sunscreen. He bought the horseradish sauce, and then he forgot to take it, so I took it.
Okay. Well, for any of the viewers listening in, if you are part of that disenfranchised organic horseradish community, I want you to reach out to Chill Will and offer, some tips and different types of horseradishes that is it horseradish? 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 Or horseradish?
You know what? Like I said, I'm still new to the game. I haven't learned all the terminology
if you could
yet.
reach out and really help out the DJ Chill Will here in the furtherance of his new horseradish endeavor.
That would be good. That would be good. Okay, I think it's time for me to throw my trivia. And
Okay.
Do you have another trivia, or that was your trivia? You just wanted to get it out early?
Oh, I got another one, but is that the only thing you wrote down to discuss? You wrote down horseradish.
Yeah, I did. I really spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah. Well,
It's just
Jerry
one
used to
word.
drive
No, I
around-
have other things, but here's the problem. I'm watching the timer here, and on this recording, I only have a little under 7 minutes left before I'm fully out of space, and I don't want to risk it. Okay, I don't want to risk it. So I think I'll save these topics for the next time when I have more space, and there's some good topics in there. As long as I remember what they mean. Like, let me give you an example. I wrote down turkey country, and then right below it, I eat bugs. Okay, so that is something you can be ready for on the next show. We're going to develop that.
I don't know, even if I devoted time to get ready for that, I could ever be ready for that.
You might not be ready, but it's what's going to happen in episode 5.
Okay, so in sequence here about our mango story and trivia time, my last trivia question to you is, who in Seinfeld is allergic to coconut?
Who is allergic to coconut? Oh my gosh. Is it a main character?
No, of course not. And I'll give you a hint.
Okay, yeah, a hint would be good.
Kramer seems
Bob
to think-
Sacamano. It's got to be Bob Sacamano.
No, it's not. So Kramer seemed to think that a Twix bar contained coconut.
Wait, I remember. It's the yeah. It was oh shoot, Newman. Was it Newman?
No, it's the woman behind the service counter at the car dealership.
What are you gonna do about my Twix? Twix has too much coconut. No, there's no coconut. I'm allergic to coconut. I'm not.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody related to that car dealership thing because George had that experiment up, and they go, and then someone says, "No, that's a Mounds bar," and she goes like, "I like nougat or something." Yeah, they kept getting them confused, and the Cookie Crunch. Yeah, okay, that's good.
There's only one candy bar with the Cookie Crunch.
Yeah, and then she was the one that when they came in, she goes, "Free Twix!" And she's like eating a Twix bar. She goes,
right.
"Free candy, free candy."
Hey, Will, check it out. Free candy.
All right, okay, here's my trivia
right.
question for you.
Okay.
Okay, and this one I'm coming up with right now, so I beg your pardon. All right. No, here we go. I think they mention it, but unfortunately I need to remember the answer. What is the name of the monkey that Kramer offends? Oh, I remember the answer. Okay, good.
What is the name of the monkey that Kramer offends?
Yeah. He goes,
Okay,
they want
so
me to apologize to a monkey.
So, answer one question for me. Who owned the monkey?
The zoo. Remember, George was dating the woman that George says, "I love you," and she says, "I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat."
I remember that. So, Kramer...
Sienna was her name.
That's great recall. Great job.
You better believe it, but it's your turn.
So, Kramer offends the monkey at the zoo?
Yeah, remember, the monkey threw something at him, and then Kramer turned around and pegged it at the monkey, and then the monkey even curtailed its autoerotic behavior.
I start to look at the monkeys when all of a sudden I am hit in the face with a banana peel. I turn and look, and there is this monkey really laughing it up. Now, someone tells me that he did it. Well, I pick up the banana peel, and I wait for that monkey to turn around, and then I let him have it. Mr. Kramer, yes. Thanks for coming. So, what did you want to see?
Well, Mr. Kramer, to get right to it, we're having a bit of a problem with Barry.
Barry?
The chimpanzee.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, he's not functioning the way he normally does. He seems depressed. He's lost his appetite. He's even curtailed his autoerotic activities.
Remember, they call him
it-
into the office and they say, Barry hasn't been eating. Oops, I just told you the damn answer.
Was it Barry?
Yeah, it was Barry. Duh. See, I shouldn't have given you all these hints. I got tripped up.
Well, you know,
You didn't know it. You didn't know the answer.
I give you hints, you know, to give you the situation surrounding where the question lies. So, you know, I may have been asking a little bit more than hints, but I appreciate it because this is probably one of the episodes I've seen once.
Oh, see, this one I've seen a few times. This one's a good one. What's this
I might
one
have
called?
seen it once and then maybe once in transit.
He goes, this is the one where George goes, I think I'm going to tell her I love her. And Jerry goes, ooh, how confident are you in the I love you return? George goes, 50-50. Jerry goes, because if there's no return, that's a pretty big matzo ball hanging out there.
That's right.
That's a good episode. You should watch that one again. That's a fun one.
I am. Now, can you tell me what season it came from off the top of your head?
Probably around 6, if I had to guess.
Around
but
6? Okay.
I don't even remember the name of that one off the top of my head.
What season was Kramer in LA? Was that 8?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
7 or 8?
It was probably 7. I'd guess 7 maybe. But yeah, 7 or 8 probably.
That was a great cut. Was it 3 episodes or 2?
Yeah, and how they made all those stories go together was pretty awesome. All right, I have only 1 minute just to be on the safe side, so I think we should...
1 minute, I got one question for you.
Oh.
What's the color of the base of the Pez dispenser?
Isn't it yellow?
No, well, you got Tweety Bird, obviously. The head is Tweety Bird.
Oh, then white?
No.
Red?
Remember? No, come on.
Blue?
Yes, it's blue. It's blue. You can't picture the yellow Tweety Bird head and then
I just
blue.
picture the head. I don't picture the base. I love that shot. And I always wonder if Elaine was like, if the actual actress was laughing or if she was acting. Because if that was acting, that's really good for laughter.
I want to think that was not planned and that something else was going to come from them putting the Pez on her. Was it on her knee? Like on her leg?
It was...
Or on the seat.
On the seat, in between them.
That's right.
No, wait. No, it wasn't. No, it was on her leg. It was on her leg. Okay. Then when she left, he put on the seat, and George was staring at him.
And then he claps with the Tweety Bird.
Okay, we got 10 seconds. I gotta go just to be on the safe side.
Okay, have a great day.
Yeah, let's pod tomorrow.
Sounds good. Bye.
Okay, bye.
So this is the first time I'm going to keep going. The DJ Chill Will is off the air. He's off the line. But I'm going to keep going because I got a little excited talking about the Tweety Bird episode. So, Will's talked without me on the line. Might as well give it a go. So when the performance is over, I don't know if I can do this alone. Now it's almost like one of those situations where it's okay to drink a lot around friends, but then when you're at your house and you're on like your third drink, you start to look around and wonder, like, is this okay? I'm looking around now thinking, is this okay? I don't think it is. So, yeah, signing off. Signing off, I guess. I was so amped up and ready to record. I wasn't even in transit. There's a coconut here to my left. Can you hear I think a layer of the skin of the coconut just went into my mouth, and before I develop another allergy on the air, I'm going to let everyone go. A podcast about something, episode 3. Bye. The dang.
Oh, you turned.